Last time on last time on Pact of Diaphanous, the party returned at home and had a bunch of conversations about things, and they found out that the professors had returned victorious, having killed some big creature that blew up in a big explosion, and then had a vote of no confidence against Arjan Verguth, the headmaster. He needed a majority of votes, so he needed 7 out of 12. He only got 6 out of 12, but was still victorious because Lawrence Steelbelly abstained, meaning that he won 6 to 5. So he stayed as headmaster. You spoke to Donatello Perezny about a bunch of stuff. You gave him only the octahedron, not the cape, and he rewarded you with 1,000 gold pieces. And then we did our level up. And then we ended the session with Baruch having a crazy fucking dream about stuff, and he doesn't know what it means. I don't know what it means for sure. Anyway, that was last session. Okay. Let's see, you guys. Well, why don't we put you on the school? So, all right. Um, it's some unquantified amount of time later, and Cyrene, you have been called to meet with the headmaster in his office. Um, so you enter his office, and you see him sitting behind his desk. Let's see here. I can go to the. Oh, that's right. It's not under player notes. It's under portals. Um. So Arjan Verguth is kind of this older white dragonborn with wings. and he's got like bluish horns, and he's wearing a robe of gold and purple, which are the colors of Diaphanous Academy. And there is like a bowl of olives on his desk, and he says, "Well, hello there, Cyrene. Thank you for coming."
Yes, no problem. Are those olives for the taking?
Yes, I actually grow them myself. You can help yourself to as many as you want.
I will
Um,
just keep picking at them. Nom 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 nom.
yeah, so I want you to know that my office is warded against all divination magic, and it's powerful enough that perhaps only Tavlin himself could peer through it. So know that whatever you say here is in my strict confidence. Um, Tell me, is there anything that's worrying you?
Not really. That is worrying me. I mean, I miss home, but other than that, not really.
Hmm. Well, there is much that's worrying me. The political climate of Delvum and the school itself are, well, unfortunately, they're preventing me and others from protecting mortal kind and advancing our causes. I fear that the gods truly do not want mortals growing too powerful, and that if they ever thought us a threat, I wonder if they would exterminate us and start over.
Well, I mean, probably, but what can you
Well,
do, Oh,
well, I guess the question is, do we do anything? Uh, I well, you see, he like stands up and kind of puts his hands behind his back. Sometimes, not often, but sometimes students die. I'm still not sure if Jack dying was a fluke or some part of an overall plan, and Steelbelly is simply no help. And then a whole team being lost like 1079C is something that hasn't happened in a few hundred years, though it's never happened as a result of something apparently unrelated to a mission. Hmm. Do you have any
mm,
thoughts on that?
I'm trying to pull my brain together.
If you don't, that's fine.
I yeah, no, I
Okay.
can't think.
Um, he kind of looks at you like he didn't really expect that you would have thought about it too much, and he says, "Well, and then Roxana Slate calls a vote to remove me. I can't say that I blame her. 6 students died. I truly do not believe that it was my fault, but if I had been given a vote, I would have voted to remove myself. I'm lucky that Steelbelly abstained, because had he voted, he probably would have voted to remove me. And it makes me wonder, is there someone at the school pulling some kind of strings? And what is going on with the Church of Parlios? The fake Dalgar cultists? And then a former student becomes a murderer and is sent to Seratic prison. And then later, an attempted jailbreak? Jim Melodies is murdered? A recent attack by the a recent attack on the Placius auction by Chafe, which is supposed to be a secret. I'm sure you haven't heard about that one. And
Oh no,
then,
I have not.
okay, well, make a deception check. Oh my god! Yes,
Holy
of
shit.
course not. You would. No one knows about that. It would be ridiculous to think you'd ever heard of it. Um, and then this whole thing with Haldon just doesn't sit right. He sits down and leans toward you. Have you had any more dreams? Anything that could be useful?
Does he only What dream does he know about?
The Jim
Just
Melodies one.
okay.
That's the only one you told him about. You can think about it whether you want to answer him or not because the you know about the last one. I don't know if you told anybody about the last one, but he only knows about the Jim Melodies one. So take your time.
Oh yeah, I have to remember what my last
Yeah, go ahead.
maybe.
And you don't have to say anything if you don't want to either. But he is asking: is if you had any more dreams? Is anything useful?
No, no, not. I've not had any more dreams. Nothing since that one.
Mm. Uh, Probably for the best for you, but unfortunate for what's running through my mind.
Why do you think the dreams mean something?
Well, you had a dream about someone murdering Jim Melodies, and it really happened.
I suppose that is a point, but could just be a fluke.
You're special. It's not a fluke. Um, but I have a request. I want 1080D to try and figure out if there's someone at the school doing something nefarious. But on top of that, I need you to get the school some big wins before you graduate. I need you all to be heroes. The first step will be to solve the issues on Hitalo Island, which will convince them to join the academy. Two birds with one stone, as it were. Not only is it a big net positive for Delpham, it's a big enough win for the school that will take some focus off the deaths. So do whatever you want with your vacation time, but when your fourth year starts, you'll be headed to Hatalo Island. You'll get the details later.
Alrighty. I mean, we can definitely do that. But is there any reason you are only speaking to me and not my whole group?
Because you came to me about your dreams, and I said I'd follow up with you about it later.
I see.
Yes, I
Mm,
was really hoping your dreams would tell me something useful, but unfortunately you haven't had any.
no, no dreams here.
All right. Well, please let me know if that changes.
I will do.
And if you have nothing else to say, you're free to go.
Uh, Do you have any ideas who might be pulling the strings at the school or making these strange things happen?
He puts his hand on his chin and he says, I have no proof of anything, and so I am incredibly hesitant to name any names. It does seem that even if Steelbelly were guilty of something, he truly doesn't remember it. And while Roxana Slate did call the vote against me, as I said, in her position, I probably would have done the same thing. So I don't think I have any clue.
Okay. I do not think I have anything else then.
Okay. So you get up and leave.
Oh wait, one question, if I
Stick
may.
your head back on the door.
Why isn't um Halto, is that right? How you say it?
Hitalo.
Hitalo? Why aren't they already a part of the academy?
Um, Hitalo Island has always been rather isolationist. They interact in trade with other nations, but typically by sending their own ships out to other places. They don't accept many visitors and are not part of any alliances nor part of the school. Um, and so their reasons for that aren't quite known to me. But if you'll recall, their leader, Diaphanous, recently visited the school, and I had a conversation with him about perhaps them joining the academy because things have changed somewhat over there. And I will remind you, you guys actually met Diaphanous on the ship when he came to the school. Uh,
Mm.
if you remember that happening. Do you remember that? Does anybody remember that happening?
How do you spell
Remember
his
him?
name? Sorry.
Uh, Gyalinas.
I remember him being there, but I don't remember the conversation if we had one with him.
He was just asking you questions about what it's like being a student.
Okay.
I don't think I have notes.
That's okay. I don't think I made a big deal of it when it happened, other than the fact that you were meeting a king. And then you guys, I think, didn't know very much about Hitalo Island. But, um, okay. Anything else?
Nothing else.
Okay. Did you guys want to have any conversations before I moved on to a bit of a time jump?
Does anyone mind if I use that
Book.
book? Yeah,
Go for it.
Do it.
I want to use the book then. Let me find it in my inventory here so I'm saying the right thing. The Tome of Leadership and Influence.
Okay. So I'll edit that for you so you can just delete the book. And there we go. Your charisma is now 22.
Hooray! Plus 14.
And then did we edit Smashy's item there? That cup?
I don't
Thought we did.
remember.
Let me see.
Wait, what did you ask?
The mug. Yes.
Yeah, we did.
Right, you got all that information already.
Yep.
Okay. Good.
So during this time jump, are we just like going to school, or is it like a break of some kind?
School time.
I just want to keep an eye out for suspicious activity. I guess I don't know if that matters, but
I mean, you can make a roll.
utilize my good eyes at night.
But the plan is 4 weeks of school time, and then the third year of school ends, and you guys have break.
Okay.
So you go ahead and roll.
What do you want me to roll?
This is perception. If you're just watching people,
Yeah.
yeah, you don't notice anything. Okay. Before the end of the third year of school, you guys have 4 weeks of school time, and I have some notes for you. But first, I'll start with opening the document for everybody. Show to everyone. Okay. First thing, I have simplified school time. I've removed various options to make the effects less specific because we're just not going to remember the specific ones. Secondly, for Cyrene, I have turned your small boat proficiency into water vehicle proficiency, and your ability to speak with that one specific group of people, whoever it was, into a +1 on charisma ability checks.
Ooh, okay.
So, if you look at your stats, you will notice that even though your charisma is +2, your intimidation and performance are +3 instead
Mm-hmm.
of +2. And then
Cool.
persuasion and deception are +11 instead of +10.
Awesome.
So I turned that into a permanent +1 to charisma ability checks only, not saving throws. And third, an additional option for this school time specifically, is that you can spend a week investigating a specific student on your list. You'd have to tell me what you want to do, and if 2 people investigate the same person simultaneously, you'll get advantage on all checks, and you'll get to choose which of you does the check. You can also investigate the same person multiple times by using more than 1 week. So I need everybody to look at the school time list that I popped out for you and let me know what you want to do. So I edited a lot of this list. 2 of you have partially learned something. Cyrene, you partially learned how to use nets, and Yarrow partially learned how to use a ballista. Those are highlighted in orange if you scroll through
Mm-hmm.
so that you can see them. What, Teresa?
I didn't say anything.
There's a
Oh, what
baby.
was that noise? Oh, is the baby?
Baby.
Wee, 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 wee,
I like
wee,
you.
wee, wee.
I was the baby.
You thought it was Teresa? That's so funny.
Well, Teresa's the one that always has mic problems, so I thought it was like
Hey.
a in the background.
That's
Did you
true.
want to say something to me, or is that one?
No, he's not talking now.
Okay,
He,
tell
he
Micro I
threw
said
up, so I
hi.
was. Joe says hi. She says hi.
Yay!
He threw up, so I was standing in for a minute.
Teresa, isn't it crazy how much Tessa's
What?
getting around now too? She's just
I know.
stomping
She's
around like a
fast.
little monster. Pop, 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 pop. No, you take her eye off her for a second. She's inside the oven. No, she's as bad as can be. She will just do the worst thing. She get like a butcher knife out of nowhere. The fuck did you get that?
Don't even have a knife in the house.
Right? Yeah, exactly. No, it's insane. So if anybody wants to go first, go ahead and let me know. I know it might take a second to read through everything and maybe look at the potential student list for people you might want to look at.
I
But I
want to
mean,
look at my ballista.
yeah, you want to work on the ballista, so it's 1 week per attempt. And every time you fail, we reduce the DC by 2. So this is ballista. Well, ballista is a ranged weapon, so you could use dexterity or strength for this.
I will do dexterity then.
Okay. Dexterity. Yeah, you got it. All right. So in your weapon proficiencies, I doubt there's a spot for ballista, so I will add it in. Ballista's 2 L's, right? All right.
Yes.
That's 1 week. So Yarrow, you've got 3 weeks left.
Right.
Where's the list of the students again?
Well, it's the easiest place for you guys to find that important stuff is on the title page.
Okay,
I have
in one
the
of the
books that
books.
you guys have. Yeah, and there's the 1079 and 1080 student list.
And you said we
that
would spend a week investigating.
Well, yeah, so you can do it as many times as you want, but you can spend a week investigating any one of the 4 people. And if 2 people search the same week, you have advantage and can choose which of you does the check.
Okay.
But you don't have to use the school time for that because you can also use downtime on that. But you guys may, I'm saying downtime, summer vacation. But at the same time, you guys could do whatever you want for summer vacation. That actually, I should tell you how long that is because you guys have a ship, so you can go wherever the fuck you want. This is the freest you've been during the whole campaign. Let me see here. 3rd year of school ends. So remember, there's 4 months: spring, summer, fall, and winter. Each month has exactly 90 days. The 3rd year of school ends on spring 41, and the 4th year begins on summer 10th. So you have, how many days is that? 39 plus 10. You got almost 50 days of vacation. So, you could investigate the people if they stay at the school, or you can follow them to see where they go, or we got a lot of options here. I have
I mean,
no
we
idea
already
how
know
long.
it's chlamydia, so.
See? Got 2 on board.
You think it's Banshee? What is the check to that you would roll for these?
It depends on what you want to do because you have to tell me
Okay.
also what you want to do.
Gotcha.
Shoveling chips into my mouth. I don't know. Was thinking of maybe spending time investigating someone, but I'm also reading through everything else too, so I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, take your. I mean, guys, I had no idea how long any of this was going to take, so I'm definitely not going to rush you guys.
Ryan's taking forever.
Ryan's the only one that did anything.
Yeah,
That
I
was for a
use a
joke.
week. I want to use a week to observe Cat Chlamydia since everyone's so suspicious of her.
Sure.
Hey, you got 3.
Do you
And
want help with their class?
I do that by getting chummy with her and trying to hit on her.
Wait, so okay, you're using week 2 for this. Is anybody else using week 2 for this, or just Yarrow? Okay, just Yarrow.
It's hard to decide. There's so many options.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Yeah.
if it were me, I would definitely do the selfish thing and work on my own character. So I don't blame you,
Right.
because you could get some pretty decent permanent shit.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yarrow's pretty satisfied with himself, so he doesn't feel the need to work on
Yeah,
himself too
no
You
much.
just read that
self-improvement,
book.
huh?
You're so
Yeah, I'm even more charismatic. I have no deficiencies to improve. My strength is 10, so it's great for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill his character.
With cat chlamydia.
I have to restart my computer. My laptop is freaking out.
Okay.
Might take a while.
Yeah, I don't know what it's doing. Be right back.
She's in the same year as us, right? Because she's 1080.
Yep.
I want to compliment her on her being student A1. Must mean
That's not.
something.
That doesn't mean anything at all. He
I
numbered
say it
them,
does though.
but
Yeah.
that's not a real thing.
Oh, never mind.
You guys don't have like student IDs like that.
Ugh.
Well, okay,
we're
fuck it. You do.
1080D, right? Yeah.
Yeah, fine. You can be you can have
I'm
that.
SS1.
S. You lose inspiration.
Damn it. Worth a try.
Uninspired.
Uninspired. You lose inspiration. Silly.
Okay, just give me a second here to find.
Kind of like goad. Goad looks nice.
Good's good.
Or slide. Goad or slide.
Code. Other than you.
Where's the school time page? I got excited it. Is that
I don't know.
yeah, you just type school time into the journal thing and it shows up. All right. I'm back. I want to develop a skill.
What's the one language that we never know how to speak?
Yeah, language is good too. What is the language?
You know, Sylvan. That's for sure.
Let's see. Dwarvish, Elvish, Giant, Gnomish, Goblin, Halfling, Orc, Aarakocra, Abyssal, Celestial, Gith, Null, Infernal, Primordial, Sylvan. Does this show all the languages specific to our continent?
Okay, so let's do. Did you have a question, Travis?
I was just looking through. How do I see the languages that we can learn for our campaign?
It's not on the school time list.
Oh, is it? I didn't think it was. I just missed it.
No.
Yeah, it's not. Not that I
Okay.
can see anyway. Look at languages under campaign features, though. It tells you me where to go, though. Campaign features.
Oh, okay. So it's there.
Else can't.
Did you find it?
Not yet. Did you find it, Chris?
No.
Okay, hold on. Here, I'll put it in. Give me a second here because I gotta change the formatting on.
Okay.
Um, Almost done. Okay. All right. Languages are in. All right. Yarrow, week 2. You spent some time trying to get chummy with cat chlamydia. Let me go to her sheet here. So she is a female high elf. And when you approach her, um, let's see. The first check you're going to make is perception to try and size her up.
Okay. My perception.
16. Okay. So she is a blonde high elf. She's quite tall. She wears a lot of black and dark purple. And she is about the same age as the youngest of the people at the school. So basically, the youngest people that go to the school are just normal, like college age, and then like Baruch is a lot older.
Mm.
So she seems like, the kind of person who was probably preparing to go to school for a while, and then as soon as she was old enough, she went. Um, and you get the impression that she comes from money. Um, and then so you want to buddy up to her being complimentary, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, let's have you make well, I guess how you go about it really could make a difference. Let me look at your stats here. Okay, so your persuasion and your deception are exactly the same. So I guess what it comes down to is when you're trying to buddy up to her, how sincere you're being. Um how do I put this? If you're just trying to trick her to learn more about her, it could be deception. If you also want to try to bang her without being deceptive, it's more persuasion.
Yeah, that.
Okay.
The possibility of it, I don't know very well, but
Yeah,
you
right.
never know what
No,
happens.
it's not happening this week, but
Yeah.
well, we'll
Girls
see
gonna
what
get
you roll.
gonorrhea.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
terrible
You
roll.
rolled so bad. He got a 17 and he still rolled horrible. Oh my god.
I'm gonna use my
Okay.
inspiration.
Okay. This is the most important roll of his life.
Oh
Oh
God.
my god. Okay. So what you
Wasn't
end
meant
up
to be.
learning is she's a good talker. And she's very good at deflecting. And she you don't get the sense that it's not that she doesn't like people. Um like she does seem to be interested in friendship, but she doesn't really let you get any answers um about her family or anything. Um all she let's see here. Let me look at one thing. Um Gosh, would she tell you that though? I think 18's good enough for that. Her family is from Clupus. She does not really keep it a secret that her family has money, but she doesn't really tell you anything about her family. And you aren't able to get any inroads into what about your god? How did your family make money? But you are able to kind of get some inroads into being friends with her, which means that the next time you do this, you might have like a lower DC or something. And that's it.
Okay.
So that's 2 weeks for Yarrow.
Do I need to finish this out, or can I let somebody else go?
Anybody can do whatever. I'm just trying to get through the weeks for everyone.
I'll wait and see what other people are doing.
I want to learn Minotaur.
Okay, I don't remember. Do you just get it?
2 weeks, and I learn it.
Okay, you can just edit your sheet and add it. Let me know if you have trouble.
Okay.
I want to learn Sylvan.
Sure. Okay, 2 weeks there.
Where do I find the thing again?
If you go to the title page, the school time one is oh wait, is it not there? No, it's not.
I found it by
I'll
searching the journal
Yeah,
entry.
I'll put it there though. It should be on the main page. There.
Thank you.
Travis, that's what your aura on your token looks like now too.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I fixed your aura. I don't know if I told you that.
Nice.
It
Cool.
should work appropriate. So if I put like a thug on this map and move him in, he gets the if so that means that if he's frightened of you, I don't know, there's something you have now that when they're frightened, I don't know, whatever that aura means.
So I'm torn between talking or investigating 2 different students or learning advanced non-lethal melee weapon attack.
I got one of those.
You have that too?
I got the ranged weapon attack.
It's where he puts a boxing glove on an arrow and shoots it at someone.
Oh. Are you good at your gun yet?
I'm not used to using it. I
Don't
don't
you
know if
have
I'm
a
good at
book
it.
for that though?
Yeah, I think I read it.
Sweet.
Maybe.
What's everybody else thinking?
How many weeks do we have exactly?
4?
4?
Yep. So
Uh-huh.
we've had 3 people use 2 weeks so far.
I think
I
I'll
wanna-
probably. Oh, good.
Yep.
I want to do nuts.
You want to do nets? Okay. First, I thought you said nuts.
I
That's
also
nuts
thought she
too.
said nuts.
I want to do nuts.
Do
I
nuts.
had to digest it a little bit before I realized you said nets.
All right. So a net is a thrown weapon.
Gonna catch Daphne so many times.
Yeah. So it's supposed to be strength. Let me look here. I mean, it's a net. The range on a net's really short, right?
Feel like you gotta
5
be
to
pretty.
yeah. That can be dexterity. The
Yeah.
outer range is 15 feet. Like you don't have to throw it very far. Yeah, so go ahead and dexterity ability check. Okay, you get nets.
Woo!
Do you have a net?
Let's see.
I'm gonna put one. I just put one in your inventory.
Okay.
Nets are cheap. I don't care. It costs a gold. Do you want to spend a gold for a net?
Sure. Take a gold out.
And I just want to switch this to dexterity for you. Okay.
How many gold do you have left now?
It's none of your fucking business.
Wow.
Nice try.
Damn.
Okay, I gave you net proficiency and put the net in your inventory. right.
I want to know what else I know what else I want to do. If
Okay.
that's okay.
ahead.
I want to learn riposte. Is that thing?
Yeah. Who already had that? Does Teresa have that?
Have what?
Riposte? Yes, you do.
Yes.
Because I'm going to just drag it from your inventory to Smashy's.
Okay.
Just wait for him to do it. Okay, so now Smashy should have riposte.
I always say riposte.
Yes, you do.
Riposte.
Okay, that takes 3 weeks. So Smashy done.
We have 4 weeks, right?
Mm-hmm. She did 1 plus 3 is 4.
Can I develop a skill?
No. Yes,
Why?
of course you can. I don't know why everybody always asks.
I want to develop investigation. Would that just be intelligence or
Where is this? Where are you reading this?
what?
Right near the top. Third one
Develop
down.
a skill?
Half proficiency in a skill. Takes 3 weeks and you don't have to roll. Yeah, which skill?
Investigation?
Sure.
So what do I
You'd have to
thank
roll
you.
anything. You just got it. Ding ding.
Okay, thank you.
Done.
And then for improved deficiency, what do I do? Make an ability check.
Yeah. So do you
What are
have
my
one that's less than
abilities?
10?
I don't know. What are my abilities?
Yeah, your charisma is 7.
Oh, okay, yeah, that. I want to do that.
Okay. So the DC is your current ability score plus 1. So it's DC 8.
Okay.
And you have to make a skill check using that and add your proficiency. So roll charisma and add 4, and you need to get an 8 or higher. So basically on the die, you need to roll a 4 or higher. And you got it.
Ooh.
Yeah, so your charisma goes up to an 8, which means your modifier goes from -2 to -1.
Yay.
Okay, Teresa's done. Who's next?
I'm doing. I
Getting
read my book.
spicier.
I'm doing firearm specialist, and it crumbles to dust.
Okay, that doesn't take school time though, I don't think.
Yeah, it does.
Oh yeah, if you spend 2 weeks of school time. Okay. Firearms specialist feat. Okay. Oh, you already added it. Did you already add it?
I just did.
Okay.
Wasn't there, so I probably didn't. And I still have the book, so I did not read it.
We'll delete the book. You gain proficiency with firearms.
Hmm.
Let's see, is that on here? I don't see it, so I'll just add it. If you roll a misfire on an attack with a firearm, you can use your reaction to roll a d20. If the number rolled is higher than the weapon's misfire score, the firearm does not misfire. You can use a feature of this sheet again so you please short or long rest. And when you use the attack action, an attack with a one-handed weapon, you can use a bonus action to attack with a loaded firearm with a light property you are holding. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Smack
So if you
people.
have a light firearm in one hand and another one-handed weapon in the other hand, you can do the one thing with the left hand and then shoot with this other hand. Smack people? What do you mean?
You hit with a staff, or I use my claws.
Oh, okay. And then shoot them in the face?
Then shoot them in the face.
Okay.
Gonna pistol whip them?
No.
Stick the gun in their
Or
mouth.
if I had a second gun, I may make a pistol with them.
Yeah, get another gun. All right.
Smack them, then shoot them.
You might. I mean, you guys have vacation. You can take your boat back over to Hippo City and buy some guns.
Good idea.
So Yarrow and Nelios, I think you each have 2 weeks left.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend it on investigating students.
Okay.
I want to spend another week on cat chlamydia.
Okay. Nelios, are you participating with that or no?
No.
Okay. So let's do Yarrow first. So how do you want to go about it this time? Same thing?
Yeah, I think it
I don't
went
think Yarrow
fairly
wants me
well.
there anyway. He's doing his
No,
thing.
I'd try to kick him out.
Yeah. All right.
Blonde elf, tall elf,
Um
get out of here.
Like 4 feet taller than you.
Yeah, exactly.
all right. So if you're doing the same thing, let's start with persuasion. And we'll go from there.
That's better.
28. All right. Um Yeah, you get super friendly with her. 28's really good. You do not she actually make an insight check for me. Okay. She still insists that she doesn't know who her god is. But uh you do learn that she knows for sure that her god is not Sormes or Edlisol. And you learn that Anat, Gulvir, and Parlios and Makelt, all 4 of those have connections to her family. Just post that so that you learn that all of them have connections to her family, and that she's sure her god is not Sormes or Edlisol. And give me a perception check.
Here.
She is spending a lot of free time researching something. But you aren't able to figure out what it is. She's really good at hiding it. But she really is doing asking for time to be left alone and stuff like that, and it becomes very obvious that she is researching something on her own. And your persuasion was so good. um I would say that um the rest of her team seems to think that her god is a gnat. And that's what you get during this week.
And that she's hiding it, or right, or that she doesn't.
She denies that she knows.
Okay, got it.
So they kind of tease her about it. Not in mixed company, usually only amongst the team, like when they're out on the road doing a mission. But you get in enough with like the group that they start joking about it in front of you. And but she vehemently denies that she knows, and she says, "Well, maybe it is, but I don't know." And unfortunately, your insight and perception have been low enough that I think you got a lot of information, but you aren't able to get those other pieces.
Okay.
All right, that's 3 for you. Nelios?
I want to interact with the Melina Fracti. And my intention is, because she's a paladin, I want to start by saying that I want to see how another paladin fights and challenge her to a sparring match. Bonding over tactics and paladin maneuvers, and then learning about the rest of her team and what she thinks of them.
Okay, why are you picking this person?
Because she's a paladin.
Okay, so you okay.
She wasn't one of the ones that we thought were suspicious, though, or that.
I thought we wanted to learn about all the teams.
You
Their
can. I
particular.
mean, I mean, certainly, if this is what you want to do,
Well, maybe
you
I'm
had
missing something. What is there
you,
better teams to pick?
you had four people that Donatello had noted for you that were particularly suspicious. And they're the 4 on the list that are in bold: Gunter, Dieffenbachia, Limuadil, Phyophata, Zinfandel Shea, and Cat Chlamydia.
Mhm.
Were the 4 that he had kind of identified for you guys as
Yeah,
who he thought it might be.
yeah. Gunter is on her team.
Okay, sure. Melina Fracti.
I just wanted to start with somebody that's not like the suspicious one.
Sure. I just okay.
I mean, I can change it and just go with Gunter because he's a
Oh,
fighter and
it's fine. Oh, I want you to be able to do what you want. Let me just give me a second here. Ryan, what are you using your last week for?
I think I'm gonna switch off Cat, and I'm gonna go with Zinfandel Shea.
Okay, all right. Let me do this one with Travis first. Um,
I'll let him take the dudes.
okay.
just give me a sec here. Okay. You want to spar with her. So let's do um just to generally see how it goes. I want you to do three things for me. I want you to roll um an athletics check, a constitution saving throw. Nice. And then let's do intimidation. Wow.
Damn.
Okay. Um so this fight goes really bad for Melina. Um you win the fight real quick in this like sparring match, and it's all in good fun, but
Mhm.
you kick her ass. And like she like yields like, okay, all right, oh my god, everything they say about you guys is true. Holy shit. You know, are you sure you guys aren't like on your fifth year or something?
Uh, I'm sure.
And this is for her the end of her fourth year, and you're at the end of your third year. You just beat the shit out of her, and you're both like paladins.
Mm.
Um, and you know, she kind of goes on about how you know, they say that the people who come here from Mycath are all badasses, and seems that that's true. Um, I don't think anybody on her team is from Mycath. Let me check.
No.
Yeah, like you know, Balaam. Balaam likes to make itself seem like it's real tough and all that, but you know, certainly tougher than those shitheads in Gardenia. But you know, shit, Mycath must be a tough place. You know, that just that kind of reaction. Um,
Yeah.
real friendly. And where do you want it to go from there?
I guess I want to learn like what kind of missions her team has gone on and what she thinks about each of her members individually, but mainly I want to hear specific what she thinks of Gunter. But I'll ask about all of them to not be suspicious myself.
Yeah. Make a persuasion and insight check for me. Okay. Um. So the types of missions that they go on, um, are pretty similar to what you guys have done, but maybe not as difficult. Um, they've done a lot of, you know, go here and kill the monster type thing. The one of their party is a really smart wizard. So they've had a few things they've had to go do that have been more figure this out, or figure out what this magical effect is. Or they had one mission where someone had accidentally locked a magic door and basically hired them to come lockpick it for them, kind of thing, because they have a rogue and a wizard, so that like they're a good team to go do that kind of thing. um what does she think about Gunter? um your persuasion was good, your insight was bad. Okay. um you learn that um he has a lot of honor. um he generally doesn't like to, when they have to fight mortals, he doesn't like to play dirty at all. So like if somebody like trips and falls, he really doesn't like to strike them when they're down, kind of thing. But when they fight monsters, it's kind of, yeah, who gives a shit? It's a monster.
Mm.
Um
I think Nelios would write him off as a suspect from hearing that, even if it's not true. I think Nelios would though, because he kind of feels the same way. And with it being her saying that about him, if he said it himself, I'm not sure Nelios would believe it, but her saying that makes him think that he's not suspicious after hearing that.
And that's the thing. Your insight is bad, so I'm not giving you any like subtext at all of what you might figure out. You also learn with that his dad's name is Major Anselm Diefenbachia, of Festus. I posted it.
Okay.
He's Festian military. Okay, Ryan, what is your next one?
Zinfandel Shay.
Zinfandel Shay. Okay. And how are you going about this? You want to fuck him too?
I thought Zinfandel was a girl.
Huh?
Yeah, F.
Isn't there a picture of
that wasn't what I was saying though. It was a sex thing. F.
Huh?
You're like, there's an F.
There's a picture of Zinfandel if you want to look. He looks like a little boy.
We had talked before.
God.
We had talked before about how I fucked that up. I guess I never fixed it.
Oh, sorry.
He looks.
Well, I also wanted to talk to him because he's from. Well, I don't know if I know about this island thing. I guess
I must have saved it and then or changed it and not saved it. Yes.
Wait,
Zinfandel is a boy.
Can I interject here?
Yeah.
Lima Dill Ryan is a girl.
Well, that's true.
If you want to switch.
Limia.
She's from my Cath though, so I thought it would help my own thing, but
I guess I'll ask this first. Cyrene, did you tell us about the Hitalo Island thing?
I would have told you guys that I talked to him and he wants to like be heroes at the island and whatnot.
Then I want to stick with him because that's where he's from.
Okay.
I don't want to fuck him.
I
don't think. Yeah.
He's a goat. Well, he does look like a little boy. That would probably.
He does.
Yeah.
Out of everything that might turn Yarrow off, it's that.
Yeah.
If he was a man.
Yeah. Good manly man. Maybe.
Big ass goat dick.
I was open to all experiences.
Yeah, why wouldn't he be? Especially with your god. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me again, how are you going about it?
Yeah, I just want to be friends with him. I'm not trying to deceive anyone at the moment.
Right, so make a perception and persuasion again, just like we started with Cat for you.
Perception and persuasion.
Wow, you just cannot roll well on your persuasions.
Jeez.
All right, so perception. You know he is a male. You know that he is a satyr and a cleric, and that he does wear a symbol of Ergotes. And that he drinks a lot.
Oh, like that.
Well, it's pretty normal for a satyr. The thing about satyr is, so like dwarves are known for drinking a lot but having a really high constitution. So it's pretty difficult to get a dwarf drunk, despite how much they drink. Whereas a satyr, he gets white girl wasted really easy, but he recovers really well. Like he doesn't have hangovers. So he'll like drink like one glass of wine, be completely hammered, spend the whole night partying, and then the next day just be fine. Which is different from a dwarf who'll spend the whole night drinking, finally get drunk at the end of the night, and then just be fucking destroyed the whole next day hungover. So it's like they're kind of opposites in that way. he is kind of a dick. And when he gets drunk, he's kind of worse. He's got like a lot of comments that, oh, it's a joke, but they're not very funny.
Does no one seem to like him? Generally speaking.
Well, your perception. So I was going to have you do one more check. If you really want to know the answer to that, you can use it on an insight check to see what other people kind of regard him as you're getting to know him.
Yeah, I'll try it.
Yeah, it's hard to really gauge. Hard to really gauge what they because they're being kind of nice and chummy, but it may be because each team wants to seem like they're a good unit. You think you'd have to get to know him or them more to really get kind of a true idea of what their relationship all is. But he doesn't seem like somebody that that Yarrow particularly would want to spend a lot of time with. Because we know the characters that Baruch can be kind of a dick sometimes, and Cyrene is mean sometimes, and Nelios says things when he shouldn't sometimes, but like Zinfandel's just a dick, and you would rather absolutely be around any of your team members over him.
Someone I'd like to play some pranks on. What Yarrow thinks.
Okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, your god would be in favor of that.
Yeah. Not during this week, but maybe afterward.
Sure.
He doesn't realize it's me.
Nelios, you got your last week.
Yep, I'm going to try to talk to Lemiadel.
Lemiadel Phaeophyta, one of my favorite names I've ever come up with. Okay, and how are you going about this?
My plan this time is to cook food from my Kath and bring it to her and her team, saying I made too much food, and then trying to bring up my Kath in some way.
Okay.
To lower her guard.
Yeah, make a cook's tools check.
Damn.
Okay. And then make a persuasion check. Okay. So you bring it to them, and all of them except for Io Durham Testa think that it's just way too fucking spicy. Like you went overboard on the spices. Io is so do you guys know what a Thrykeen is?
I don't remember.
Here, let me get you guys a picture. It's a strange race. That's a Thrykeen.
Oh.
So Io has 4 arms. It's kind of like an ant person kind of thing. And like not scared at all about spicy foods, and in fact you already knew that Io actually also worships Delga.
Right.
So Io's like super into it. Even though even you are kind of like, well, I mean, I don't think it's too spicy, but it's not good.
Yeah.
But your persuasion, your personality kind of wins them all over. And what you are able to learn about Limiadil, why don't you also give me an insight check now?
Okay.
Okay. Um, Okay, so what you learn about Limudil, and this is actually something that um is particularly interesting to you because of what you've just gone through, um, is that her family is actually originally from Caledonia. They left when she was 6 years old, and they moved to Mycath. Um, like a lot of people have, a lot of the water folk have done, they have moved away from uh Caledonia because of what's kind of happened over time with the water people there. Um, and they moved to Mycath. Um, it's pretty good. Um, you tell her about. Oh no, you don't. You don't tell her about that. Um, I would say your persuasion and insight were good enough that you work into the conversation like, oh, your family is originally from Caledonia. Have you ever heard of uh an elemental engine, like an engine that runs off of like something from the elemental core? And she says that she's actually never seen the elemental core, and she's always wanted to. Like if there was any place in the world she could go see, she would want to go see the elemental core.
Can I ask any questions about the team?
Yeah, sure.
Well, first of all, how's her personality seem? Does she seem pretty open, or does she seem like in a way that you described Zinfandel as being an asshole? Does she have any character trait that sticks out?
um she seems very eager to make friends with people.
Okay.
And she's super talkative.
Okay.
So she's very easy to have a conversation with. And she likes to talk to people. And you would assume as part of this whole thing kind of working, you probably tell her a lot about you and your team too.
Yeah.
And she's very interested to learn about like other things that are going on at the school. I mean, I would assume you don't tell her any of the secret things you're not supposed to, but um you tell her. Everybody is interested to hear about like what happened in Alaray. And
Yeah.
I don't think there's any secrets there, so you tell them kind of about the whole story.
Are the fake
And
doggo people secret? The crazy
no,
doggo
no, I
people?
mean, no, I mean that's something that you guys have noticed on your own. That's not that
Right.
you
That's
guys haven't
true.
really
No one
talked
told
to
us to.
anybody about that.
I would bring that up to the IO there, the
Yeah, and
monk.
he would say he's noticed they've actually come up against some people like that too and killed them. And he'd like spit
I
like
want to ask him if he's had any dreams of doggo like I have.
um he says no, he has not.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's probably enough, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. That is, I think, all of school time, right?
Can
That's
I
all
uh,
mine.
can I have asked Infidel a little bit about the island if she's willing to say anything about it? If not, I don't get anything. That's fine.
About Hitalo?
Yeah.
What did you roll? 18 on
I'm,
persuasion.
hmm.
Um, I think when you ask about the island, he'd become a little guarded and be like, well, what do you want to know?
Well, I was just curious about it. They have nice beaches there.
He laughs. No, we don't have any beaches.
Oh, beaches on an island?
No.
How the hell is that possible?
Give you like a strange look. Like, do you not know anything about Hitalo Island?
I don't.
You think about it for a second. Well, I guess this isn't a secret. The whole edge of the island is 100-foot cliff.
Oh, that's pretty strange. I've been to several islands, never seen such a thing.
Yeah, well, you've never been to Hitalo Island then.
No. Why is it a cliff?
Ask the gods. I didn't make it.
Maybe I will.
And then kind of after that, he doesn't really want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah.
That doesn't stop you from using any of your summer vacation to do research on Hitalo Island.
Mm.
But he doesn't really want to talk about it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So Travis, is Smashy here? Or Smashy here?
I'm here.
Okay. I heard you yelling at dogs, so
Yeah, I do that.
okay, you guys have almost 50 days in a ship. What do you want to do? Move the clock too. What did I say the end of school was? Would have been nice if I put it on this sheet here that I'm reading from, wouldn't it? I gotta go to the timeline. Third year of school ends. So we are all the way up to where did I say that was? Third year of school ends on spring 41.
I first want to have a conversation about what we should do with the cape. We
Yeah.
didn't give it to Donatello Perasny.
I'm comfortable giving it to him. I don't particularly like it enough to want to keep it, and I felt pretty good after our conversation with him.
We tell him we held it back because we were being cautious.
Yeah. Let me just be honest, with everything going on, we don't know who we can trust, and we wanted to think about it a bit more. What does everybody else think?
I don't know.
We can wait until after Hitalo Island if you guys want. Tell them we got it there or something.
I mean, why do you what's the point of giving it to him now, I guess?
He can research it.
And if people are
He gave us gold for the last few things. We can make money off of it too.
and if people are hunting them, maybe they'd be trying to hunt us. Of course,
Yeah.
maybe that'd be a good thing. Maybe then, if what we want to do is encounter these people, that might be a way to draw them out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we should just hold on to it for now, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, maybe we should always keep one on us just in case it's like one of those collect them all and then you can combine them into this one thing that, destroys the world. That way even if the academy gets attacked and they go and steal everything from him, we still have one part of it, so they can't complete their plan. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that way, if anyone tries to screw us over, we have a failsafe, right?
That's what I think.
Maybe if we give him more things in the future, he can get more information on it, and we'll know why everything's happening, and then we can give it to him if it actually will make a difference in whatever chaos is going on.
Yeah, I think that cautious approach might be the right one.
Yeah.
All right.
Teresa or Chris, you have any opinion?
I have no opinion.
Okay.
One of us could wear the cape and look fly.
You can wear it. Do you want it?
What does it mean by magic armor shield requires attunement? What's the shield part?
What are you looking at?
Cape.
Segmented cape, is that the one?
Segmented? Yeah, segmented cape. I can never find it when I look for it. I don't know why. It doesn't show up when I search it.
I may not have shared the entry for you guys. I might have just shared the or put the item in somebody's inventory.
Might be right. I think maybe somebody shared it last time, and that was why I was able to look at it.
Cyrene has it.
Is this Irene? Thought it was Jarl for some reason.
Yeah, hold on, I can make it so that you find it.
I don't think so.
I do have. Oops, I don't want to.
Oh, she deleted it. Oh,
I didn't delete it.
I know, just kidding.
Why are you scaring me like that? Because I might have.
How would I have known?
Why did you say it was a shield, Chris?
Oh, it's a different description than the one up there.
What?
If you scroll way up, it says something else.
Oh, it was probably fucked up and I fixed it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Chris.
Okay. Well, it didn't make sense.
How hard
Dare
it
you.
is to type all this shit, man. Ugh.
Yeah.
I make constant mistakes.
You should have known, Chris. Idiot.
Thanks for defending whoever you're defending, Travis.
You're welcome.
Yay.
Probably shouldn't wear it at the school is all.
Correct.
We have to.
You have to? Wait, don't you have... doesn't Brooke have something that lets him change his clothes at will or something like that? Or what he looks like? Or is that Daphne?
It's another cape.
It's another cape.
Never two capes.
It's called the fully put together cape.
There's a cape on the front and a cape on the back.
There you go. Get dual cape. Anyway, so this was about Chris coming up with an opinion. What do you think?
What's the challenge rating of 1 or lower?
It's really bad. Like a
Yeah.
goblin.
Actually, I think a regular goblin is a 1/4, but
Oh.
I know what I want to do in my time off. I want to find something to put in my monster ball. So I've been carrying this damn thing around
yeah,
so
we can-
long.
You haven't caught anything yet?
No.
we can make sure that works. Let's see. Challenge rating 1 beasts. Brown bear, dire wolf, giant eagle, hyena, or giant hyena, I should say. Lion, tiger.
Okay, let's have Chris turn into a tiger and then have Yarrow catch him with his Pokeball.
Yeah.
then he'll have a.
I'm glad you said that because I really thought it was going to be a sex thing.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Tiger sex?
Turn into a tiger and then have Yarrow.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, right.
Wasn't there
Yeah.
like a butt thing with the hippo people? I can't remember what that all
Oh
was.
yeah.
no, Yarrow wanted to go to the brothel or something, and
He'd stick his head in her butt or something.
With the
yeah,
gold or something.
he wanted to go to the brothel.
Uh,
Then he learned there were only hippo women there, and
20 gold? 20 silver?
Which is
50
funny
silver?
because I
Yeah,
said
that's-
multiple times before that it was only hippo people
I
in the
know
town. And
that
then he
was
was
why it's so
mad that
funny.
the brothel only had hippo people.
well, you
Yeah.
don't know.
But
Maybe
you
they
did.
cater.
It was unequivocal. No one else had been there in years.
Doesn't mean Yarrow
Anyway.
can't hope.
Anyway.
Yeah.
That was great. I love when that. I love when that happened.
That was pretty good.
Where is
They're
that
all,
in my
they're
notes?
all hippo women. Yes. There's no other race here.
Chris, did you tell everybody about your dream too?
Sure.
Okay.
Interesting dream. I don't know what it means.
I think I do.
You do?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
Lots of people are flying through a hole somewhere.
Well, maybe, but what does that have to do with anything?
I think I know.
Okay, elaborate.
They're going someplace and the gods are watching them.
Okay, where are they going?
I think I know.
Like coming here?
No, somewhere else.
Okay, moon?
I think I know.
Hmm.
And Liz no longer care about it. Anyway.
Purple stuff.
Okay. Is that all you got?
I think I know more.
Can you tell us things you know?
No.
Do you know who the people are?
They're fox people.
Have you seen fox people before, though?
Have we seen fox people before?
In the dream, it says you've never heard of fox people. I'm just I don't know.
Everyone else can make an intelligence check.
Hell, it's been.
Good, good.
Hey, that was smart.
Daphne.
What?
Intelligence check.
Are you gonna roll?
Maybe.
Do
What are
it.
you gonna give me?
Information, maybe. None of you have ever heard of fox people.
All right. I feel like you didn't tell me anything that you knew.
I think I know.
All right, I think I'm done with the whole "I think I know" thing.
I also take back what I said about that satyr being a bigger dick than Baruch.
We hear about Baruch's dream, but learn no useful information
Yeah.
in my notes.
But he thinks he knows.
No one has heard of fox people.
What do you think the deal with the purple magic, Baruch?
It's the same stuff around Sword Tooth.
Yeah.
The barrier from the observatory. From the observatory around the moon. It's all connected.
They're connected by.
Purple stuff.
I think the same person is using the same magic and all of these things.
Yes, there's someone involved. Who's
Someone.
doing purple stuff.
You think it's Benvir?
No.
Golvier.
Golvier.
That cat Chlamydia wears black and purple. Very suspicious.
Does she?
Mm,
Yep.
Super guilty.
must be her. She must be in cahoots with that store back
You're
in.
gonna spend another year seducing her.
Yeah, I think you're right. She's part of Chafe and all that. Yep.
I better keep seducing her. I might learn more.
Maybe I can convince her to change her ways.
I like to pretend that Yarrow is like acting like he's upset he has to go to chlamydia again. Oh, I guess I gotta go see chlamydia again. Ugh. Need
Gonna have to
learn
go
more.
all the way to the wine store.
Yeah.
Yeah, get a couple bottles for the two of us.
Is that a new haircut?
Don't call her chlamydia. Call her cat.
Don't call her chlamydia. First of all, you don't call your girlfriend by her last name. Second of all, definitely not if her last name is chlamydia.
Oh wait, you're dating?
No.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Well, he just decided that. That's true now.
wow.
Well, I don't think so. I didn't get enough information.
You've been talking to her for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's why. There's another reason he has to keep going back.
I guess it's complicated. How about that? The old Facebook status.
So are we over the whole Cape conversation? In the dream, we're done with all that.
I'm not gonna
Keeping
wear
the
it.
cape. We're
Right.
keeping the cape.
Yes, we're
We don't
keeping
know
the cape.
anything. We don't know anything about his dream.
Nothing.
Yarrow wants to go where?
And where I can get a monster for my monster ball.
Gun store?
Right.
Might be worth asking one of the professors about the purple swirling smoke magic. Maybe it's got some other meaning, or we could try to research it in the library or something.
Yeah, what genre of magic do we think that was? Do we think that's something? It's his trained mute, right? Or no? It doesn't say anything, does it? It doesn't say what type of magic it is.
What was behind the big circle around Thorntooth? That was
Epsilon, you mean?
Yeah, Epsilon.
Oh, you're talking about the magic that was hiding the store there, the coin store, or no? What are you talking about? You tell me.
Talking about the purple stuff.
Yeah.
Around Torntooth, the western town there. That was Capsulon, you're right.
It wasn't purple stuff, was it?
In his dream, it says the same shade of purple that keeps coming up, like the dome around Torn Tooth or the barrier seen from the observatory. Like the outer edges are purple magic.
I guess
And
we
then
don't.
I said that purple smoke where we could spend the Edlisol's coins or whatever that we avoided. But
Was it
that
purple?
wasn't in the description. I think it was purple, wasn't it?
Might have been. It was some kind of fog.
Yeah.
But it's a little different because this is like outer lining of these invisible domes, whereas that was like a purple smoke.
What was the deal with the observatory? Seen from the doorway when you all looked at the moon.
This when we saw the people up there.
The moon.
Well, do you want to go talk to a professor, Yarrow? Somebody who's good with magic?
Yeah. But we gotta be careful what we can talk about too.
Why?
I don't know if everybody knew about all those interactions.
Well, we're just talking about the dream, right? Not necessarily anything.
Yeah, I thought we might mention like we've kind of seen it several times now. In the instance.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I guess it would be tough to.
We go to the library and see what research we can do ourselves.
Sure.
Okay, who's going to the library? Library.
Yeah, I'll go.
I'll go.
Go to the library.
Are we all going to the library?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you all go to the library. What do you guys want to research? Or, and feel free to tell me multiple different things.
Barrier magic.
Barrier magic, okay.
What
else?
Like purple, particularly like purple magic. If there's any kind of color.
Barrier magic. Purple drink.
Where was the purple stuff on the? Was it the moon or the prison? Or was it a different moon?
What do you mean? There
Where
was
did
more
we see the purple
moon?
stuff? Like,
We are at the observatory. I can't remember exactly, but it sounds like we must have seen purple shade.
was it around the moon, or was it like a different place or near the moon? I can't remember.
It says
When
when you
you were-
looked at the moon, so
When you guys were looking through the telescope, it seemed like there was some kind of purple barrier somewhere between the telescope and the moon.
Okay.
Daphne sees the moon with a purplish glow around it. That's what I wrote in my notes.
I want to research atmospheric effects or something. Something with this atmosphere and purple stuff. I don't know.
Okay. Well, there's 5 of you, so you can research 3 things. So I've got barrier magic, purple magic. Is there a third thing, or can Chris be more specific than the words he said?
atmospheric
Atmospheric
stuff.
thing.
Eh.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Delvum.
Anomalies?
I don't know what. It's not space, but what do you call the study of the atmosphere?
Meteorology.
Yes. That.
Does it
Yeah.
seem like it's more in the planet's atmosphere where it's purple, or does it seem like it's more around the actual moon?
You guys looked through a telescope once, so you don't know the answer to that.
Atmospheric science, including meteorology, aeronomy.
Okay,
That's
so
the one I want.
Yeah, this is fine. You can do that. This is going to you guys as people who live in Delvum haven't really thought about the world beyond Delvum being the world. This is something that there have been like things that have happened that have made you guys just kind of go, huh? But I don't know how much the players have thought about it. And the characters probably haven't thought about it. So let's just see what you figure out. I need 3 different people to roll with advantage on a history check. So, and tell me which thing you are investigating when you do it. Okay,
I want to
you
do the
rolled
barriers.
without telling me. Okay.
Well, I want to do the thing that I'm picked. Thought it'd be obvious.
But I said to say it before you rolled, and then you didn't.
Did you say
That's fine.
before?
I
thought you said then. I thought you said then
Okay,
say.
all right. It doesn't matter. Who's doing the other 2?
I got a +4
+1.
What is it? What a plus for what? What skill?
history.
I have +1.
Yeah, I also have +1.
All right, I'll go ahead. No, I'll do the purple magic.
Okay.
Man, I'm rolling like shit. Well, it should
You
be
did
13.
get
I
a 13. Yeah.
hit the wrong thing. Still
And
rolling
then
like
who's
shit.
rolling
but-
the last one? All three of you have a +1.
Me.
Okay. 19
Oh,
atmosphere.
good roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, barrier magic is abjuration. That's the magic school that barriers are about. And what you learn is that for the most part, any magical barrier that's created, unless it's powered by an actual magic item or near some kind of font of magic, um, and the best example of a font of magic actually is the elemental core, or maybe like a volcano. Um, barriers created by people tend not to last more than 24 hours at most. Um, barriers powered by magic items or a font of magic could last indefinitely, and the strength of such a thing really depends on how it's being created. Um, the dome around Torntooth was an enigma precisely because it there was no evidence that it was created by a person, but there was no obvious magic item that was causing it. Ultimately, you guys did figure out what had caused it. Do you remember what that was?
It was the explosion with Welder, right?
Uh-huh.
With a capsule on.
It was
Like
apart from a
something.
ship or something.
Yeah, his ship collided with the shield or something? Or something like that. What did he crash into? He was stuck on that rock or whatever, right? He had the shield.
Notes.
you guys looking it up?
Yeah.
No, I have a better description than finding it.
Amerian cores?
Field went fine. I wrote it down really well somewhere, and I can't find it in my notes for some reason.
I wrote that the Chimerian cores caused the anomaly.
You were told more than that. Probably just didn't write it all down.
Yeah, the shield comes in and explodes right by the lake.
Yeah, I don't know enough.
Okay. I can tell you what I think you guys know. I gotta be careful in times like these that I don't say something you're not supposed to know. Um, but Welder, when his blimp crashed, Welder had been trying to fix it, and there was an explosion, and he got trapped. And the beginning of the loop is him trapped watching two diamonds in the machine vibrate
Right.
against each other and build up power until they explode. The explosion sent the shield flying through the air, and he didn't know what happens next. But moments later, there was an explosion, and everything got annihilated. And then the loop starts over. That's what he knew.
Hmm.
Now, I don't remember if you guys figured out where it landed or anything. So I can't tell you because I don't remember if you figured it out.
Landed by the lake.
What was the clock
And
tower deal? What
What was what?
was the deal with the clock tower again?
It was.
Capsalon's head, right? Yeah, and then his hand moved just before the explosion. Capsalon,
Yeah, you were in the water, right, when that happened, and we saw it
some
move, or somebody
somebody
was.
was, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So the shield made a crater by the lake and exploded, and that's when the whole thing reset each time by the shield getting blasted over by the lake.
We think it had something to do with Capsalon being there.
You know,
Who was the Titan of
Time.
time.
Mhm. So anyway, um, you knowing that know that the barrier around Torntooth somehow had been caused by all of that, and that's what was powering that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really have a hint about what this moon thing is, or what the purple glow you saw indicating Edlasol's market, or the purple that um, Baruch saw in his vision, though it's kind of apparent that that purple was not caused by Gulvir or oh shit, who's the other god? Benvir. That it seemed to be originating from those other people. Um, so I think that's what you learn with a 23.
So it's Titan shenanigans.
13. Um, you your problem, Euro, I think, is that there is too much information regarding magic and colors and what that means, because like each nation has colors. Different types of magic tend to be certain colors, and then the gods and the titans all have specific colors that are associated with each of them. Um, and so I would say the only thing of any note with a 13 that you get about the color purple is that uh there is a lot of magic caused by deities that can tend to be purple, but you don't really figure out whether that means anything or not. Why don't I summarize though which gods and Titans have a relationship with purple.
There's only 5 Titans that are alive yet. Pekro, Fingari. We know Fingari. Kolok. Lumia. Ichia. We killed Ichia?
Yep. Vengari's
4.
a moon titan, right? Maybe he knows. Maybe he's part of the moon one.
4. So if you take away Fingari for not doing weird shit.
Okay, gods that relate
3.
with purple. Gulvir, Haldon, Capsulon, Ichia, and that's it. Those 4.
Ichi is a god?
A Titan. So is Capsulon.
Yeah.
Which one
I
was the
originally
second one?
said deities, and then I said gods, and that's wrong.
Okay.
Haldon. So it was Gulvir, Haldon, Capsulon, and Ichia each have purple. Gulvir is black and purple. Haldon is blue and purple. Capsulon is purple and brown. And Ichia is orange and purple.
So the last 2 are out, right? Because they're, well, you can attribute that color maybe to Ichia or and Capsulon. But then the other 2 could be what's going on.
Well, if we think it's an item that's what's actually making the barrier, then Ichia could have had something to do with the whatever item it is that was causing the moon barrier, and then Capsulon makes sense for the torn tooth one to be purple.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You
Go ahead.
said Golvier was in my dream doing stuff. He was just watching. Was he
Yeah.
participating? Was he like opening the thing?
Gulvir was the one that killed everybody.
He killed them all.
Killed the fox people.
Not angry either. Job to do and satisfied.
All right. Just because I want to get all the research out, and then you guys can talk the rest of the session if you want. So Delvum is the world, right? Delvum's the whole world. It's everything. And you guys haven't thought much beyond like the edges of your map because there isn't anything beyond the edges of the map. To the north it's the Blue Wilds, and to the west it's the Delvis Mountains, and everything else is ocean. But there are other places that maybe they exist or maybe they don't, that you maybe didn't learn a whole lot about before because people don't talk about it much. And if you'll recall, when you went to the auction, they talked about other planes a little bit, and that Silver Strip guy was like incredulous about it, like, "Oh, come on, those places don't exist," kind of thing. So here is kind of what you learn about, and it's all kind of theoretical. Is that so? There's Delvum. There is Foss, which is the sun. And as far as you can tell, it's probably a place you could go to, but you figure you would probably burn to death immediately because if it causes all the heat that you feel when you're outside and you seem to be pretty far away, it must be super hot if you were to go to it. Supposedly there are 2 afterlife places, Paradisos and Kolos. Paradisos is akin to heaven, and Kolos is akin to hell. And then the gods, when they are not on Delvum, are said to live in a place called Vasileo. And then about the moons. which are Conundrum, Fellweaver, and Sunshadow. Conundrum, Fellweaver, Sunshadow. Conundrum kind of acts like a normal moon. Um, Fellweaver, um, hold on. That's the one that you guys went to, is Fellweaver. And then Sunshadow, stays equidistant from Foss at all times. And so like the mythology of it is that like Sunshadow is the sun's shadow, like it chases the sun. What did you get? A 19? In reading about all of this, there's a theoretical fourth moon, but like that doesn't make any sense to you. But apparently other mages in the past have talked about a fourth moon called Coryphus. Um, but like if there's another moon, then how come you've never seen it? Um, let's see. It's not really a different plane, but there are said to be places below the ground, which would be the Underdark. But Diaphanous Academy doesn't really know much about any of that. And the people who live underground, like Yaros people, they live in mountains. Like everybody knows who they are, and they don't kind of refer to it as the Underdark. So that information is something that was probably lost back in the Great Break. Um, and then you don't learn anything about them, but there are apparently two other places that just get mentioned in books, but you don't know what either of them mean, are Mechanicos and Pandemonium. And there's no other information other than the names of the two of them. In terms of there being something like in the quote unquote atmosphere between Delvum and at least Conundrum, Fellweaver, Sunshadow, and Foss, there aren't really any theories about that. Like as far as anybody knows, if you could fly, you could literally fly up into the sky to one of the moons or Foss, and you'd be able to breathe and everything. So, your the school's understanding of the air is basically that there's nothing to know. You just go up. You just keep going till you get there, if you wanted to go there.
Which is the biggest finding of them all.
I don't know what that means.
Does it say if anyone ever like tried to fly to the moon?
You don't find anything saying that somebody did that. But you guys know that Vortmeyer has a permanent portal to Fellweaver. Again, on the map, I called it the Shadowfell portal just because Fellweaver is this world's version of the Shadowfell.
Well, we learned a lot. I don't know if it was helpful.
I don't know.
No good whale.
I'm also going to say that all of that takes 3 days.
We all smell really bad.
Oh, we left the library and went home and took a shower, right? Didn't you?
Oh, sure.
On the floor
Isn't-
underneath Baruch is just a pile of bird shit.
God.
I also like to think that he has like a bag of fish in his mouth, and he reaches into his mouth, pulls out the fish, then puts it back into his mouth to eat it. He like pukes into his own mouth to eat.
I did my
Ooh.
researching far away from that.
We want to check and see if our crew has anywhere they want to go during the break.
They don't.
Okay.
Quit trying to give them opinions.
Well, what if
What does George
there was
Bush want to do?
something- Yeah.
Let's invade Iraq.
So Yara wants a monster. I know where monsters are. Daphne probably knows where monsters are.
Yeah, by the Blue Forest.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's monsters on Diaphanous Island. Remember, they keep low-level
too.
monsters on the island on purpose for training.
How low level a monster do you need?
Well, I'd like the strongest one I could get, which
Which
is challenge rating 3.
Squirrel.
You can catch a 3?
Right, 3?
Squirrel.
2, maybe 2. Sorry, 2.
It's 2.
1/3,
is it?
and we're at 10.
1/3 rounded down. Right, you're
Yeah.
at 10. So what? So for Ryan, that's 3. Why did you say 2?
Oh yeah, I was right. You confused me.
10 divided by 3 is 2.
Then I read 11 is 3, and I'm like, oh well, I'm not level 11.
Right, those are the examples that even a 5 would be a 1, and even 11 would be a 3.
Yeah,
That's the
I was
example.
right.
So yeah, you can catch a 3.
Yeah.
Let me look up what the CR3. I mean, this is going to be. I mean, if you're actively doing this, it really just comes down to how long it takes you. So let me see what there is that you could catch. What kind of creatures did I say it has to be? Your creature type is limited. There's a
Beast,
list. Okay, beast,
construct,
construct,
elemental, monstrosity, ooze, plant, or undead.
Oh, I included undead. Okay.
I'd really like a dragon type if I could.
All right. Let's see.
Is dragon one of the
You
options?
can't. No, it's not.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear him say that. So,
All right.
so beast, construct, elemental, ooze, and undead.
Monstrosity plant as well.
Oh, okay.
So let's see.
don't know if I can post
Amphisbaena
it.
is a type of snake.
There you go.
Ankylosaurus.
Ooh.
An assassin vine. You guys have fought those before.
Ooh, brain in a jar.
Well, I mean that's going to be one of the harder ones to find. A basilisk. You could try to find a basilisk.
Mm.
Brain is natural habitat.
Carrion stalker. There would be one of those in Bug Cave for sure.
Whale snail. Didn't we fight one of those?
Cave fisher. Childreth. Ooh, a displacer beast.
Doppelganger.
No, doppelganger wouldn't. Well, okay. How the fuck are you gonna find a doppelganger? That's
Start throwing the ball at people.
I'm trying to give examples of things you guys could actually go and find
Sorry,
kind of
I'll
easily.
stop.
Doppelganger.
If I just throw the ball at random people, what does it do?
Bologna
It
sandwich?
does
Huh.
absolutely nothing because it can't catch humanoid.
Yeah, but then if they're a doppelganger, I'll know.
Yeah,
That's
I
funny.
guess that would work. Flail snail.
That's really funny. You'd be very good at finding a doppelganger.
Yeah,
now.
I should throw my ball at him.
Giant electric eel. Ooh, a giant mimic. That would be a good one to catch. Only again, you knew where to find one. Giant scorpion. Giant snapping turtle. Hook horror. A killer whale.
I feel like he'd have difficulty fighting on land.
Yeah, it would. A manticore. Um,
Ankylosaurus only challenge rating 3. Wow.
yeah. An owl bear. That'd be a good one. Owl bear. Phase spider. Um,
Owl
spotted
bear.
lion. What
Yeah,
the fuck is a spotted lion? It's just a big lion.
I do like owl bears. Do we know where any owl bears are?
Owl bears, yeah. There's owl bears in Gardenia.
Yeah. I'd like to go try to get a owl bear.
Yeah, okay, so if the best chance of finding one would be to head all the way to the Brazzo Forest. You guys, I mean, he can go alone, or you guys could go with him, or what's the?
Yeah, I guess what do you guys want to do? I mean, I don't have to get the owl bear if somebody wants to go somewhere.
I don't think I would want to go. Like, if everyone's gonna go somewhere together, Cyrene would want to go. But if everyone's like splitting up, then Cyrene wants to go home.
Where's your home?
Port Salis. That is in.
Yeah. I mean, I would agree Daphne would like to go home.
Where's the world map?
Player regions. There's towns mainland, towns islands, and player regions. The world
There's
map is
Balaam.
on the far right. It's alphabetical.
Oh. Meyer, Ottaway Island, Mycath, Gardenia, Festus,
Am I missing
Diaphanous
something?
Island, Balaam, Alaray.
You
I
guys
don't see
can't
the
see the
name.
world
Yeah.
map. I thought we
No.
had this problem before, and I fixed
We
it.
did.
Yeah, it doesn't show for you guys again. I wonder if every time I update the map, maybe it does that. Permissions, everyone.
Yeah, there it is.
Well, West Elven should be too. I don't know why that one's not.
So you said Gardenia? Brastro Forest.
Okay, so it's like right there, and I'm from here.
Daphne's from around there too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do we just want to go to Chavonio and then we can kind of split up from there?
Sure. Okay.
Okay. So how are you guys splitting up if you do that?
You want to walk over past Port Salis and then I'll take the road north from there? Actually, where's everybody else going?
Um, Is there anything else I want to find out during this time?
The only church is in Gardenia. You got the Cardinal in Chavonio for Stormies. You can hang out there.
So Cyrene wants to go home. Daphne wants to go home. Yarrow wants a monster. You're going with Daphne, you said?
No.
Where's your home? Where's your home again, Daphne?
Um,
The forest there.
Up north.
yeah, it's north of the Blue Forest.
I marked it on the map.
Mm.
What is your intention, though, Yarrow?
I want to go to the Brasto Forest to capture an owlbear.
I was
This
thinking
is
of
where I'm
Artemis.
from. Alarnus.
I guess you could go up there with Daphne and then
Yeah,
catch
if you
Owlbear on the way, and she could head off.
if you want to go through the forest with me, I'll go check out your hometown.
Yeah, she can help you
I would do that.
Huh? I'll do that.
if
Okay.
Baruch wants to help. Because I don't think Nelios wants to go home. I don't think he wants to go home until he feels like he's ready to contribute. So he'd want to focus on getting stronger. And if he travels with Baruch, he can help him on this quest as well as train on the way.
I don't know if I want to go there, though.
No?
I might want to stay down here.
Shivonia? It'd be nice for Nelios to find some more supplies to equip Silas with. But I'm just pretty poor, so I don't think I can afford anything still.
You can do something to make money during.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Can I
Oh,
do
So
some
Cyrene's
see?
light
going to
Open
mercenary
up,
work?
open up a food table.
That's true. I could sell in Shivonio. I could
Be a
open
little
up a
chef.
mercenary
food
food.
truck.
I'm
A
working
food
my
truck.
family's in.
Okay, Cyrene's
Aw.
going to Port Celis. Daphne and Yarrow are going to Alarnus Burrow and Bratzo Forest. And Alarnus Burrow. Okay. This is
Yay.
gonna let me prepare for next time. What are your other two doing? Have you decided?
I think I'll go to Shivonio and try to become like maybe either bodyguard, mercenary slash chef for people who need protection on the road.
Okay, mercenary slash chef in Chavonio to buy stuff for Silas. Okay, and Baruch?
I'm gonna stay in Chavonio and get in touch with my Zormies roots. Um,
Okay, Sormy stuff in. So, what's your goal with that? I mean, I don't know that you've really decided on a god that you want to follow. You've kind of been a little bit all over. Are you trying to like pray to Sormies and get stuff?
I don't know, the Cardinals there. That's why I'm interested in it.
Okay.
But
Okay, I will figure that all out for next time, and we'll do a little bit jumping around for all of that. Now, Teresa, you can't play next week.
No.
So I think a session like this is probably an okay one to do without you.
Mm-hmm.
And what we'll do is I can take care of all of their stuff and Yarrow and the Bratzo Forest, and then the week you're back, we can start with Alarnusboro and just do what you guys do there, and then
Yeah.
continue on.
Yeah, that's fine.
So what we'll plan to do next session, guys, is we'll just go until you four are done with your things, and then we'll stop for the night so that we can start up the next session with Teresa. So I can't be sure that next week will take the whole time.
Okay.
And then we will move on to year 4.
Sweet.
And
right.
the next big thing. So okay, we did not use it, right? Cyrene still has it. The inspiration
Yeah.
party.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Is
Well.
there another circle in the corner? What the fuck is that?
Hi, everybody.
Yep. Bye, everybody.
All right.
Right.
Bye.
Bye.